Hello, my love. It is Colette with Rich Girls Inc. teaching you how to connect to your authentic self for clarity, confidence, and creativity. And I wanted to talk about some things that were coming up for me over the weekend and just share it with you and share with you what I do when things come up and how I look for the lessons in them. So over the weekend, I went to a ball in LA with my very best friends, and I was so excited. But Saturday morning before we left, I was having some feelings in my chest. You might call them anxiety, fear, I call it resistance. So I was having some resistance in my chest, some heaviness in my chest that didn't make any sense at all to me because I was so excited about going to this ball with my best friends that I didn't understand why in the world I would have any kind of heaviness in my chest. So I got really, really curious. And so the first step in digging deep and bringing stuff up to release is to get curious. Because before, I would ignore it. I'd be like, I'm fine, everything's fine, no big deal. And then I'd get more and more anxious. And so now I sit with it and I'm like, get super curious, like, what is going on? So I sat down, and what was coming up at first was, well, I'm leaving my grandpa. I'm feeling, a little guilty because I helped take care of my 93-year-old grandpa. So I'm feeling a little bit guilty about leaving him with some other people to take care of him. And so that was, what came up first. Now, a lot of times the things that come up first as the reason for your feeling is a surface reason. Because our body, our minds try to protect us from things that really, really hurt. And so they'll give us, surface level things so that we don't have to feel the pain of the real reasoning behind them. But if we don't get those up, if we don't become aware of them, then we're just walking around having this heaviness that doesn't go away. So that was my surface level reason. So then I was like, okay, well, that's not true because he's going to be fine. So what else can this be? So I dug deep and I realized I was having a fear of rejection because I was afraid that if I went with my best friends, they would all gather around and hang out and I would just be by myself. Now, this is ridiculous, logically. It doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Because a lot of our times, the things that hurt us, the pain, the feelings inside of us, are from when we're really, really little. And so they don't make sense logically because we're not using our logical adult mind with our emotions. We're using our little 4-year-old mind from when we were a little kid and we were playing on the playground and we wanted to play with some of the kids and they told us to go away. Or we wanted attention from our parents and they told us to go away. And so even though it might have had nothing to do with us and probably didn't, in our little 4-year-old brain, there was something wrong with us, we were flawed, no one was going to love us, and that's just the feeling that we felt because of what happened, and we didn't have the logic that we have now. So I had this great awareness that that's what was going on, and I was able to dig deep and then question, like, okay, when was the first time I felt this feeling? And I realized it was when I was a really little kid, when my grandparents would hang out, and they were so loving, but they would hang out, and then they would want alone time, and I would feel rejected. So I was able to release all of that, let it go, and have a great time at the ball.